So I have to talk about this because one of the things I love about trail running and ultra running in general is that it is such an open, nice, kind community. Not like some of the other communities in the running community, and you know who you are, where negativity and kind of trolling people and the competitiveness kind of take over what I feel is something that should be shared and loved, which is the love of running and not this kind of competitive. I don't even know how to explain it. I've come across so many articles that attacked people like Seth James Damore and Kafusi and YouTubers and not being good enough to have channels. So I would assume that I don't even show up as a blip on that. They haven't even started to attack me yet. But there's this toxic pocket out there in the internet that I don't understand. And after Kilian, I guess I want to say failed, because that's a strong word. He just didn't finish the 24-hour PHANTASM 24 where he was going for the world record. Kilian never said that he was going to beat the world record, and Kilian has nothing to prove to the world, at least in my eyes. He is one of the most accomplished, winningest ultramarathoners of all time, even if he stopped and retired today. So I didn't understand a lot of the hate and kind of the haters that were trolling people, him and everybody on online. I mean, there's a lot of thumbs down on my video where I talked about how good he was and how I think he can do that. Everyone's entitled to their opinion, but Kilian's attempt, I thought, was fine. He didn't make it. He dropped after just under 11 hours because he was having chest pains, and that came out, which is not something you play around with. He is a phenomenal athlete. I think people thought that he was disrespecting Yiannis Kouros' record, which he openly said that he respected. I've read quotes on him saying that it was just kind of a crazy record, and he never ever said that he was going to come out and do this. Now, he did this in conjunction with Salomon coming out with their new PHANTASM shoe, and I'm sure there was a lot of pressure around that to produce this event in which he would take place and possibly win it, because I think a lot of people thought maybe he could do it. I think there's probably a lot of talented people out there that have a shot at trying to do it, but Kilian's one of those people. People thought that because he's a mountain runner that he was too cocky to think he could just come on flat land and beat it. And I do believe there's some truth to that. I do believe running these flat land timed 24-hour races deserve a lot of respect. They're not the same as running in the mountains. You have to train for a long time to be able to maintain that speed and the abuse on your muscle groups without being able to change them like you would in the mountains. So I think it's fair to think maybe there wasn't enough training. I think it's fair to say that Yiannis Kouros' record is pretty close to as unbeatable as any record could possibly be. I think I have a lot of respect for him. But to get to the part where I thought it's bizarre, especially coming from someone like Yiannis Kouros, who was accused of cheating back when he was crushing everything. And again, this Yiannis is, without question, one of the greatest, if not the greatest, ultramarathoner of all time. That is not the argument here. What I find bizarre is him coming out before the race. And he did on Facebook, and I'm looking at an article on it because I think he's taken the Facebook post down, where he basically accuses Kilian of cheating, shoe doping, which is, we've all heard these things about shoe doping now, and we've had the World Athletics. Is it the World Athletics now that's put a cap? Yeah, World Athletics has put a cap of 40 millimeters on a midsole foam stack for road racing, and the IAU adopted a similar rule that ultra runners can wear a stack height of up to 40 millimeters for all events and all surfaces, but they can only wear shoes that are available to the public. And these are completely fine rules. I don't think there's any problem with that. And I think the track events have a 25 millimeter cap on the midsole, and I think that's fine. I know some of the runners that probably came before have some issues with the technology and thinking that these newer runners have advantages through tech. Look, putting these shoes on is not going to turn someone who is not a world record level person into a world record level person. I just don't believe that. So I think Yiannis coming out before even knowing the facts, and that's the funny part. Yiannis came out and accused Kilian of basically cheating, shoe doping, because of the shoes he was wearing in a race he hadn't even seen yet, not knowing that Kilian is wearing and wore in that race a pair of shoes that is openly for sale. I mean, it's sold out now, but Kilian was wearing that. He wore a legal shoe that was actually under the stack height. I think it said his stack height was either 20 or 25 on the shoes that he was wearing. And so Yiannis coming out and accusing him of cheating before the race even happened is bizarre to me, especially someone at his level, that he would feel the need to come out and basically not honor someone trying to beat a record that he set. I mean, he set that again, this record is probably going to stand for forever. I think there are talented people. Do I think people could come close? I don't know. It is, you have to train specifically for that, and Yiannis did it so well for so long. But in '83, Yiannis was being accused of cheating because he was crushing everyone so badly, and that's what is bizarre to me, because Kilian he set tons of records. He should have respect as being one of the top athletes of all time in mountain running and ultramarathon. Like him or hate him, I know there's a lot of controversy surrounding certain things that have happened to him, but that's what happens when you're the best. It happened to Yiannis, and it's happening to Kilian, and I don't understand that. I think Yiannis should come out and apologize to Kilian for accusing him of doing something he did not do. And I think now that we all know that Kilian did not make it, he did not break the record. No one even came close. But I think a world record holder like Yiannis should be above this type of talk and not say things like that. I think it just kind of diminishes his legacy a little bit when you start accusing people of cheating before they've even actually done the event. So that's all I have to say about that. And I find it bizarre, the people that attack Kilian. I know haters are going to hate. That's just what they do when you are so dominant for so long. People come out of the woodworks and they try to accuse you of cheating and not doing this or not doing that or not being that good. I think that's one of my least favorite things about the sport, is people acting like that. That's why I've always really enjoyed trail running. There's a lot of camaraderie. It's the only place where you see races where people will run across the finish line holding hands, raising their hands in victory. You just see people working together to accomplish these feats that we do in ultra marathoning. And again, I'm a nobody. I'm not talented. I'm not fast. I'm not the most knowledgeable, but it's a sport that I love, and I want to try to help bring more and more people into that wouldn't normally come into it, because they think that people who do this are crazy or it's superhuman, and there's no way that a normal person can do it. I'm a normal person, and I want to bring more people into the sport. I love the camaraderie. I love how much people care about each other in this community. So I just wanted to say my 2 cents on that. I hope Yiannis Kouros does come out and apologize to Kilian, at least for the false accusation there, and we could all move on, because, again, I've been reading a lot of message boards and stuff, and it's just bizarre. It's just really, really bizarre. So thanks for watching, everyone. I don't normally do these type of videos, but I felt this needed a little bit of attention. I think Kilian's attempt was an honorable one, and I think he'll probably come back even stronger next time. All right, everybody. Click this video. I will see you in the next video.